Legendary time, legend gang. It is Ty Simone, and I'm back with another Soul Share Sunday. So today is what the fuck is today? Today is Sunday, August 17th, 2025. If you are new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back, bro. I missed you. This channel is to uplift and inspire my legends through intuition, tarot, and convo. So if you're interested in any of those things, please make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos. I'm not even gonna cap. Did not feel like going live. And I started thinking about all the different things that I could say to not go live, but I've been talking about this and I've been talking about this. Consistency is key, and I'm not about to give up. I'm not about to stop. I'm not about to quit. I'm not about to fall back into old habits and patterns, because I know that I'm evolving and growing, and fuck, I need to do that. I need to be that. I was using this to prop up my stuff, but I want some water just in case, because y'all know I'll be getting parched sometimes. But yeah, I'm very proud of myself thus far for being consistent and for continuing to show up even when I don't fucking feel like it. So I hope that y'all can understand or relate. But this week for Soul Share, I want to share I'm trying to think of how to word it. What I want to share. Like, I know I want to talk about like new love. I'm definitely about to light some incense and some protection, some sage a little bit, because I get nervous to talk about these things, especially online, because I know that there are so many people that watch me, whether they admit it or not. And it really gives the energy of monitoring spirit. So even if you go online or like share things online, make sure you protect yourself, protect your energy, protect your aura, pray over yourself. Otherwise, people will be preying on you, you know? I need to pay YouTube. They're mad because I didn't pay YouTube, so now I got ads playing in the background of my shit, pissing me off. Legendary time, Joe. What's up? Welcome in, everybody. But yeah, I want to talk about love today. I want to talk about new love specifically, because I feel like if you've been feeling anything like I have, it feels like you want to move on, you want to move forward, and you are doing just that, but then you keep feeling like the energy of a past person or a past energy, and it just feels like they will not let you go. And I really want to purge that energy out of my life. Personally, I don't know about y'all. Matter of fact, drop some fire if that's something that you can relate to. If not, that's okay. Don't try to make the shoe fit if it doesn't fit. I'm okay with it not fitting. But that's the energy that I've been really feeling. I've been feeling that heavy. And then like the readings I've been doing for family, friends, and people who reach out, we've been kind of getting the same general energies where it's just like, there's so much newness is coming in for us. There's so much abundance, so much happiness, so much joy, so much wealth, that it's hard to ignore, like, and it's hard to not believe it, even though like it may not have shown up yet, or it may be showing up in like doses, little small increments, little things happening here and there, but it's definitely showing up. Let me see. Hi, Michael. Legendary time. Welcome in. I've given up on it. I feel like I've been in some weird mire with women who just don't connect. I understand. Maybe it's the Mercury retrograde. Get a job. How do you know I don't have a job? Like, who are you even? Anyway, but to your point, Michael, I feel that. Like, part of me wants to, I was just talking about this last night with a friend. Like, part of me wants to like give up on newness and new love and new energy, just out of fear, and then just lack of hope, for real, like that people, places, and things are different. But I just think about myself, and I'm just like, bro, if I know who I am and how I give and receive love, I know that there must be more people like me. And even if we got to filter through the trolls like street, like it doesn't mean that we're not going to encounter these people. It just takes some time. Like, we're rare. We're very rare. I said this in another live, but you feel kind of new, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining and commenting. But yeah, like, we're rare, and it's not going to be completely easy to find your person. And I feel like it's really a journey. The whole thing is it's always a journey. It's always a journey. And I feel like a lot of us kind of get caught up in the destination, like having the person, place, or thing, that we don't appreciate like who we become along the way or what we do along the way. I think people are suffering for choice. I think people are suffering, period. Like, I feel like people are suffering for lack of choice. Like to your point, again, like, people, the average person, no shade, the average person will want to give up. The average person will want to give in and to just be like, it's too hard, it's too much. Like I said earlier, before I started this live, like, I did not fucking feel like going live. I don't know if y'all can tell, but like, usually my energy is much higher. I usually feel much happier, but today I just felt a little blah. But the average person will want to just stop. It is rare for people to choose to do better, choose to have more, choose to persist, choose to keep going, choose to make the impossible reality. Like, that's rare. That's very rare. But those people being us, Legend Gang, for everybody that's new here, I refer to our community as Legend Gang, gang standing for gods and goddesses. So again, if you are new, welcome. If you're not new, you already know what time it is. Welcome back, bro. I missed you, type shit. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I want to talk about love specifically in the sense that, personally, I'm not perfect, y'all. So, there's that. And I don't really try to be. Like, I share my flaws. I don't share all of them, you know what I'm saying? This is online. But, like, I do share some things about myself with y'all. And one of those things is that a lot of y'all who have been following me know that I'm expecting. So, congratulations to me. Congratulations to me. But even in that, like, I had to walk away from a really toxic, really bad relationship. And I had to choose myself. I had to choose my peace. I had to choose my happiness. And that wasn't very easy for me to do, because it would have been much easier to stay where I was. It would have been much easier to just accept that whoever I was with was not wanting to change, was not wanting to build or to grow or to expand. And that's something that I want, not only for me, but for my future. You know what I'm saying? That, like, my future legacy, my future friends, my future business partners, you know what I'm saying? Everyone that connects with me, I want you to expand. I want you to grow. I want you to be prosperous. I want you to love your life and to live that shit to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Like, truly be legendary in your own way, in your own right. And they just did not agree. So in them not agreeing, I would have been doing myself a disservice in staying. As hard as it was to leave, as hard as it was to get up and to just be like, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Just, I'm gonna have to start over. I'm gonna have to move on. And it really hurt me, because it was just like, damn, bro, like, I really thought that we could do something. Like, I really thought that you were the one. I really thought that this could work out. So it was like having to let go of that paradigm and that ideology of being with that specific person, releasing that, letting that go, and transmuting the energy, and to let myself know that it's still possible for me to still have what I desire. So, like, to you, Michael, like, for the women that you've been interacting with and dating or talking to or whatever, while they may not have been what you were looking for, that doesn't mean that you're not going to find what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want you to give up, especially if it's something that you want, something that you desire. Don't let narcissists, don't let low vibrational people, don't let people who just do not align, just bump into your path just to fuck you up a little bit, shake you up a little bit. Don't let those people stop you or deter you from what you actually want and desire. Please don't give up. You know what I'm saying? All women aren't like that. Trust me. All women are not like that. I was talking to one of my friends last night, and we were pretty much sharing stories. And his stories were very similar to mine, but it was like from a male's point of view, where he was used, abused, and all this shit. I'm just like, I'm listening to him, and it was really hard for me to receive that, damn, like some women are like that, because I know myself and I know I'm nothing like that. So I'm like, I've been looking for like a man like you've been looking for a woman like me, and it's like we've been running into a whole bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like in retrospect, I do feel like some of those things were necessary, because it helps you, again, it helps you grow, it helps you learn, it helps you become aware of a lot of things. And a lot of the things that we go through are not just for us, it's for other people, it's for us to share, it's for us to inspire, it's for us to use in our art and our creativity and all the things that we do, again, on our legendary shit. I'm getting out of breath. I feel like I'm real passionate right now. I'm getting hot. But let me see. Wisteria, legendary time. Welcome in. Hi, Juanita. You are new. Legendary time. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Let me see. I hate that feeling, bruh. I had a lot of feelings. Let me see. I've been 14 years. Wait a minute, Juanita. Wait a minute. Let me. Let me see. Juanita says she's been married 14 years and separated for 2 weeks now over drinking. Wow. First of all, 14 years, my girl. That's low-key goals. But at the same time, if it's something that didn't work, I'm proud of you for stepping outside of that, because again, like a lot of us get real comfortable, like especially when you've been with someone or like been doing something for a very long time, like this shit is not easy to walk away from. So I commend you, and I'm happy for you. I hope that things are becoming better now that you're like out of that situation. And for drinking is crazy. I already know how that shit go. Let me see. There are some out there. Don't cry. Aw. Let me see. I didn't drink till 6 years. Yep, I take care of that. Wait, so you never drank before until 6 years into your relationship is what you're saying? Or you started drinking at 6 years old? I just want to make sure I clarify. Let me see. Yep, and I take care of that. Wisteria, trying to get better at being here. Thanks for continuing to show up for us. No, thank you, Wisteria, because I honestly do miss going live on Instagram. For those of you that don't know, I usually go live on Instagram. That's where I started. But Instagram made this whole new thing where you gotta have 1,000 followers to go live there. So I don't have 1,000 followers. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Shadow Turk Tarot. I always want to say .com, but it's just Shadow Turk Tarot. You can also check out shadowturktarot.com as a super side note. But yes, please follow me over there, okay, so we can continue to grow on over there and go back live, because I miss going live with other people on Instagram. Like Soul Share Sunday would be an opportunity for us to go live together and to talk face to face and to have real conversations with one another. And I still want to do that as best I can through this platform. So like definitely continue to comment. I'm going to try my best to read everybody's comment and to respond to everyone. And if I ignore you, just know that you're on some troll shit. And I don't fuck with you. Respectfully. Or disrespectfully. I really don't give a fuck how you want to take it. That's up to you. But that should be apparent. You know what I'm saying? Especially since I don't really have moderators over here right now. But when I do, you know, they'll help me take care of that. So I don't even have to filter out the bullshit. But we're gonna get there. So let me see. And my pleasure, Wisteria. Thank you for being here. I didn't say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's a transition for everyone to come from Instagram over here and then to get used to the new platform. So I do thank you all for being here. Juanita, but I had to stand. He wanted to fight. Oof, girl, I feel you. What the fuck is up with some of these bitch ass men? Like, all right, I know I have a lot of men to follow me, and if you a bitch ass man, you a bitch ass nigga, you a bitch ass nigga. If the shoe fits, wear it. But I am sick of these bitch ass niggas always wanting to fight women over the littlest, most trivialist. I don't even know if I'm saying that word right. Like the tiniest things, the most petty things, and I'm just like, bro, you got some healing to do. Like we got healing to do too, as a whole, as women. But these men specifically that want to argue with women, fight women, like literally put your hands on a woman, bruh. I can't condone it, bruh. I can't condone it. He didn't drink till last 6. When mama passed, he kind of got controlling. Oh, that's a really traumatic experience. I'm not even gonna cap. Like when my dad lost his mom, my grandma, when she passed, I never seen my dad break down so low. Like I always felt like my dad was kind of up and down. Like I used to be a daddy's girl, then I hated that guy. but but now I'm in this period of understanding that we're all human. We're all learning. Again, we're all learning and growing and processing and dealing with trauma that we didn't necessarily ask for. You know what I'm saying? So even in that, like his mother passing, that is something that's really big. And again, it just requires healing. And a lot of times people don't know how to heal. They don't know how to deal. They don't know how to feel. They don't know how to heal. So that's a process that you got to ask yourself. Do you want to stick with this person as they heal, or do you want to separate? And I mean, like being married to somebody, especially for 14 years, that may be a really challenging decision to make because, like, if I'm not mistaken, most people have vows where they're like, you know, till death do us part and all that shit. But I don't know what your vows were. I don't think I would say that in my vows. I'm not gonna lie. but like you know what I mean, where it's just like you have this hard decision where it's like, do I want to continue to be by your side as you're processing this trauma, as you're processing this blah blah blah, because everybody responds to trauma in different ways. Everybody heals in different ways. And then some people choose not to heal. So like I was saying earlier with like my baby's father, in that particular situation, bro chose not to heal. And I'm not gonna stay with somebody who's choosing not to heal. You know what I'm saying? Actively, personally. But that's just me. There are some people that do. And then I hear a lot of stories. It's like back and forth where like some women, they'll stay, well, not even just women, I want to just make it about women, but like some people, they'll stay in a relationship and then with the person as they're healing, and they'll deal with a lot of abuse, a lot of like hurt, a lot of ridicule, a lot of back and forth, like a lot of unnecessary trauma, just unnecessary trauma. And it's like when they get to the other side, sometimes those people get discarded. Like sometimes, like after someone heals, they're like, you know what, I don't want to deal with you no more, I don't want you no more. And then sometimes people are much closer where they're like, you know, like I couldn't have done that without you. So I feel like, again, that's up to you, something that you have to decide for yourself. Like, do you want to go through that trauma? Do you have the time, the energy, the space, the mental capacity to deal with that? Do you want to deal with that? Or if not, like there's no shame in your game in stepping away. And don't allow anybody to make you think or feel that you're wrong for ever choosing yourself. You know? Especially with somebody who's controlling, because that's low-key narcissistic. That's low-key, high-key narcissistic. Let me see. Wisteria says, yeah, boo, to Instagram because I can't go live there anymore either. I know. I miss Instagram. I really do. I fucking love Instagram. Let me see. Juanita says, I think he's thinking about me. He probably is. And how he acted. Let me see. Wisteria says, I can help you if you need help with a moderator. And I do. And do. Let me see. Add as moderator. I don't know what that means, but we'll find out. Okay, Wisteria, you are now a moderator. I thank you so much for your help in advance. I love and appreciate you. You already know. Let me see. Yep, first time. He about pride and money. I'm not in Leo. I knew when you said he about pride and money, the first thought in my head was Capricorn, and then your next comment says that he's a Capricorn, because that reminds me of my dad. Like, no shade to Capricorns, but when I think about pride and money, I definitely think about a Capricorn, and that's no shade to Capricorns. Again, it's no shade to y'all, but it's just a thing. Let me see. Yes, hard. Yes, very true. My mom passed, and he's very jealous. Most controlling people are jealous. I've come to learn that. Michael, you a hater, and I'm not accepting that comment. Let me see. I don't, but I'm sure I'll have one more time. Juanita, I'm going to say, you say you hope that he sees what he did. He's only going to see what he did if he chooses to heal. And again, like, we can't force people to want to heal or to choose to heal. So from what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling, I don't think bro is about to change anytime soon. But when he does, when he does, I'm not going. You can wait for him if you want to, but when he does, he will come back. People always come back. It may take years. You may be on your deathbed. Like, I'm not trying to, speak anything into existence, but it be on that shit where it's like you be ready to just completely move on to a whole different life, to a whole different experience, and then next thing you know, this old person, this old thing pops up, and they're like, hey, I love you. And you're like, bro, I loved you then. Like, you've been deleted from my life now. And I'm not a person to want to go back to old people, places, and things. That might be the Aquarius energy in me. But once I cut you off, you are cut off. You're dead to me. You're dead to me, period. Like, again, you get deleted. You get deleted. You're not in the recently deleted. You're not in the saved for later. Like, no, you're done. You're toast. You're skirt. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's just me. I'm not saying be like me. That's just me. But yeah, you're moving on. Your birthday is Tuesday. Happy almost birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Juanita. Happy birthday to you. Let me see. I'm happy for you moving on. And again, I know that's not easy, especially after 14 years. Girl, low key, that's half my life. No shade. That's half my life you've been with that person. And God knows what you had to deal with in that time. Because I know the span that I've grown in 14 years. So I can only imagine, like, being someone who's evolving and growing, and then being with someone else who, again, is not doing that. Like, I can't stand stuck, stagnant energy. Like, I hate when I feel stuck and stagnant. Like I was saying earlier, even in not wanting to go live. Like, that's some stuck, stagnant energy that I had to work through, and working through as I fucking speak. Because, y'all, life, bro. Life be life in. Let me see, I'm separated, got men coming out of everywhere. And that's what happens. He was so negative. Focus on the positive, bro. Focus on the positive, because the thing about people that you leave behind is they definitely get left behind because of negativity or something that they did that, again, just kind of disrupted your peace, disturbed your peace, or hindered you from growing or from learning or expanding. But don't let that stop you from being positive. Do not let that stop you from being positive. Like, for example, my baby father was highly jealous of me being a creator, me wanting to specifically create a book about confidence. And when I say I shared my story, this story specifically, with him, like him and then my ex before him, both of them, it took me like 2 years to complete this book. And both of them showed so much jealousy, so much envy, so much like animosity and hatred, and just like built up aggression that they just released on me. Just was just like, they were just imagine build an app with your name on it. Bruh, it was kind of bad. And by kind of bad, I mean really bad. So bad that, again, I knew I've how do I want to word this? Let me slow down. I've learned that as an illustrator or a creator, period, anytime I work on a book specifically, it takes a lot of my time and energy. And I notice that I start to go through things that I am obviously processing and talking about and dealing with. So in dealing with these relationships and writing a book on confidence, specifically for children, but for writing a book on confidence, I was tested heavily in these areas where I stopped going live for a while. I stopped believing in myself for a while. I stopped having certain boundaries. I just stopped. And it took me so much to build that back up. It took me so much to understand myself and my circumstances and my situation, and how to alchemize the things that I was going through to get myself out of it, pull myself up and out, and not only pull myself up and out, but to teach other people how to do the same thing. Again, a lot of the things that we go through are not just for us. They're for us because we're asking for different levels and like higher levels of understanding, higher levels of learning, higher levels of abundance. We're asking for different things. So it's like you have to become something new in order to receive or to accept or to have or to embody certain things. So I had to go through not having confidence and what that felt like, what that looked like, what that entailed, what that embodied, for me to again create a story about it. You know what I'm saying? So in that process, to your point, dealt with a lot of negativity, dealt with a lot of people who were controlling, dealt with a lot of people who did not want me to be confident, did everything they could to break my confidence, to break my spirit, to break my heart, to just break me. You know what I'm saying? And then to have the courage and the confidence to share this now is already very big for me, because it was something I was going to take to the grave. I wanted to take it to the grave. Like, it's not something I'm very super proud of, but at the same time, I'm learning to become proud of it because it's who I am. And again, it's created a newer version of me that has boundaries, that has standards, that will stand up for myself and others, that will not take bullshit, that will not take no, I don't deserve for an answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do deserve. And so do you. And it's like, again, having the confidence to stand on that, having the confidence to walk away from people, places, and things that try to make you think and believe that you need them. You don't fucking need them. You don't need them for shit. If anything, they need you. You know what I'm saying? They need the legendary energy that comes with you, that is you. And I was talking about this in our what was it, shadow dance celebration on Friday, the other Friday we just had, where we were talking about being the one, like being the one or being a one. You know what I'm saying? And then like attaching yourself to zeros, like people who have nothing, people who are nothing, people who try to make you think and feel that you are the nothing, when in reality it is them that's the nothing. If you know anything about me, you know that I say this all the time. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So everything that people, places, and things say about you, they try to project on you, is really them. So you have to be careful who you're talking to and what they're saying to you. Be very discerning on what people, places, and things are saying to you, saying about you, saying around you. Even the music and shit that we listen to, like there's an importance on being self-aware. We talked about that the other day, so I'm not really going to get into that. But yeah, essentially, continue to do what you're doing. You learned your lesson. I'm happy for you, because that's all that it was. It was a lesson. And again, that lesson wasn't just for you. Now it's your job to each one teach one. It's your job to create something, or to create a situation or a circumstance or a thing that you can use your experience to not only heal yourself and transform yourself, but to transform another person. Even if that's just one person, you never know who your messages will reach. And I said this another time, like we say this all the time, for real, for real. Again, each one teach one. You never know who your voice is impacting. You never know who you are reaching. You never know who's listening to you, who's watching you, who's paying attention to you. So your story, your 14 years of fucking marriage that you had to walk away from, it only took me a couple weeks. I wasn't with my baby daddy that long. I'm almost embarrassed to say, but I didn't want to stay in a relationship for years that I knew wasn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? But some people get into relationships and it's not like that in the beginning. Sometimes it takes years for people to show their true faces. Sometimes it takes years for people to encounter something that is so traumatic that, again, they don't know how to get over it. They don't know how to maneuver it. They don't know how to navigate it. So then they become stuck, stagnant, and they don't know how to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are different situations for different people. It all comes in different ways. But again, your story of, again, 14 years of marriage, I feel like your audience is people like women or men. Again, I don't want to just make it about women, but I love me some women gang, because I don't feel like we get enough support. You know what I'm saying? But your story will impact people who have been in similar situations. I know my parents, for sure, they were married for fucking ever and they were never happy. I feel like they're much happier apart, and I'm proud of them. I was thinking this the other day, that I'm proud of them for still having the strength to work together, at least for the sake of me and my siblings, even though we're all grown as fuck now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're still we're still their children. And it's like we're all still learning, we're all still family. So I still appreciate that even though their relationship didn't work out like intimately, that they still have enough enough like courage or whatever they, I don't know what the fuck they have to still come together and to be there for us. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not saying you have to do that. I don't know if you have kids with your husband or your ex-husband, but whatever you need to do for your peace is what you need to do. And I love and support you for doing what you need to do for you first. Because if you take care of you first, then you can take care of other people. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't help nobody. If you don't believe in yourself, you won't believe in nobody. If you don't believe for yourself, you won't be able to believe for anyone else. So again, that's another thing. That's another telltale sign on how you know who you're dealing with. If you're talking to someone and they are already down on themselves, they're not gonna believe in you. Why would they? They don't see it for themselves, and that's what sparks jealousy. That's what sparks envy. That's what sparks animosity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what sparks those types of emotions, because it's like, how dare you see it for yourself and I can't see it for me, or you're not saying it for me. But it's not about them, it's about you. It's not your job to look in the mirror and to speak life into them. It's our own responsibility to speak life into ourselves. For real, for real. If someone else does that, it's not wrong for you speaking life into another person, but if they're not in a place where they can receive it, you're pouring into a black hole. You're pouring into someone or something that is not going to reciprocate the energy, not going to receive the energy. So you're just going to be pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring into, again, a bottomless fucking pit. And it's going to deplete you, and then you're going to be in the same space that they are, and they're still not going to give a fuck. You got to give a fuck. You got to give enough fucks about you to, again, take your time and your energy back from people, places, and things that are not there to receive it. And being okay with that. You know? Let me see. I'll be alone but happy. You're never alone. That's something I had to learn too. Where it feels like we're alone because we're not with like a physical person, but you're never fucking alone. I need you to know that. You always got support. You always have people. Like you said earlier, I think one of your other comments was like, you know, men are coming everywhere. Like, people are coming out of the woodworks. And I feel that that's real. People are coming out of the woodworks because you're always loved. You're always supported. Even though you may not have that specific person in your life anymore, even though they may not be showing up in the ways that you want them to, that doesn't mean that other people won't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's something I had to come to terms with my damn self, because like I said, even in me being pregnant, the first thing I thought when I found out I was pregnant was like, damn, I'm never going to be able to find love. Like, nobody's going to want me because I'm pregnant. Nobody's going to want to deal with like a woman who has a child. And it's like, my child's not even here yet. So I'm walking around with a big fucking belly, still like believing in asking for love and a marriage and like a commitment for real, for real. And it's like, I felt dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Felt dumb. And then like I had to, and I'm still transmuting that energy. And the more I do that, the more that I see that people are showing up for me. People are showing up for me in ways that I never imagined them to. Like, I imagine for like, you know, men to treat me a certain way, especially coming out of karmic and really bad relationships. You know how you don't want to be treated. So now, like, stepping into an era where you're learning how you want to be treated and actually being treated that way. Oh my God, good goddess. Like, it's a whole different feeling. It's a whole different experience. Like, again, I went out with a friend yesterday. When I say he was nothing like my exes, even though we're just cool, we're just friends right now, I could see myself being with someone like him. I could see myself and I could feel it. And I'm just like, whoa, this is a whole new world. This is a whole new experience. This is everything that I've wanted and more, like things that I didn't even think to ask for. And it all comes with us healing ourselves, being receptive to the energy, and then again, letting go of the things that don't serve us and not looking back. Because he's thinking about you for sure. I've been talking about this in a couple other lives, so you might want to go back and watch some of the other lives to talk a little bit more on that. But he's definitely thinking about you. But again, that's not for us to marinate on, because that just drags us back down into that energy. He's healing. You're his learning lesson. and he was yours. So now that you've learned a lesson, he's learning his lesson. We don't have to pay attention to that. He's going through all his karma, all the cycles that he needs to go through in order to fully grasp the concept of that lesson. But it's up to you to continue to move on and to move forward to what you deserve. Period. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'll meet a special guy, and you will. Congratulations in advance, okay? Let me see. It's okay to learn in your journey. You'll meet a lot of people to help as well as you help them. We always do. Let me see now. It's like freedom. Yes. Yes. Congratulations. Yes. I'm happy that you feel more free. I'm happy that you feel that way. I'm happy that you feel that you can express yourself. I'm happy that you feel free. I'm happy that you are still receptive to the energy of love, because that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today, is like still being receptive to the energies. Still being receptive to the energy. So like I was saying, even just sharing a little bit about me, I started to not believe that I could receive love because of my situation and circumstances earlier this year at that time. But now it's taken me since the beginning of this year till now to really move through all of that energy in a way that I feel empowered, in a way that I feel inspired, in a way that I can now speak on it and I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel like I'm being dragged back down. I don't feel like I want to go back. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to being mistreated. I don't want to go back to being underappreciated. I don't want to go back to being ignored or neglected or abused. I don't want to go back to none of those things. I want to continue to move forward to people, places, and things that appreciate me, people, places, and things that love me, that support me, that show the kindness that I deserve, the kindness that I give them, the energy that I give them, because we know who we are. Again, we got that legendary energy, and people feel that. So it's like either they're envious of it, like the people that we've left behind, those controlling people. It's like they wanted to take your energy, take that legendary energy that you have, and to use it for themselves. Again, have you continue to pour and to pour and to pour into them with them not giving you anything back. Dead. No. But to now be able to pour into someone or to something that will pour back into you. What? That's a whole different feeling. It's a whole different experience, and it's something that we deserve and more. Someone who will multiply you, you give them something and they multiply it and they give that shit back, or they give you more. And it's like you ain't even expect shit because you're so used to not getting shit. So when somebody gives back to you, you're just like, well, goddamn, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, where has this been the whole time? Like, and then to start to get used to that, start to know that you deserve that and more. And more, because don't forget, it's levels to shit. The same way that we were over here, where we just kept going down, 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 things just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Now we're transitioning into this period where we have better, we're doing better, we expect better, and now we keep getting better and 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 better type shit. Let me see. I knew talking on the phone what mood he was in. I'm done living for me. I think I'll find that, right? You think so? I know so. I stand on everything I've said in this live with all my mind, body, and soul. Let me see. I have an old best friend for years. We're both separated, and he's not married and always listening to me. Have I met him yet? That's not for me to tell you. I feel like that's for you to be discerning about. But what I will say is, I don't know if you've been listening to me, but we may be going kind of through the same thing, Juanita, like a little bit, where the friend that I went out with yesterday, we've been friends since college, and it's like we've always kind of been attracted, like a little bit, but we never really acted on it. But now, like, coming back together, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pressure anything. I'm not gonna force anything. But again, just I'm open and I'm receptive to what I deserve. And if I'm continuing to receive what I deserve from this person, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? All I know is that I'm going to continue to do my part where I am expecting to be treated a certain way. I am expecting to have certain things. I'm expecting to have certain experiences. And again, if this person delivers and they don't disappoint, that's another thing. It's like, it's one thing to deliver, but it's another thing to deliver and to be consistent, to keep showing up, to keep being the person that listens to you, to keep being the person that pours into you, to keep being the person that supports you, to keep being the person that shows you love. Like, and then again, vice versa. It must be reciprocated. You continue to do that for them, they continue to do that for you. I don't see why it wouldn't work. I don't see why it couldn't work. But at the same time, again, it's not something that I'm going to particularly force or to how do I want to word this? I'm just not going to force it. That's all I'm going to say. Let me see. He's the only one out of 4 or 5 guy friends that ask about how I'm doing every day. You got to be careful with those too. And I got mixed emotions about guy friends, specifically for my women, because a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them do kind of lie in wait for an opportunity to pretty much fuck you, for real. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a stack. But again, it's not all of them. Like, sometimes they are waiting for you to realize your worth. Sometimes they are waiting for you to grow and evolve. Like, sometimes they're much further past us. You know what I'm saying? Again, like, we're not always right. We're not always on top of our shit. And again, all of us are learning and growing and healing. So it could really go both ways. So again, I feel like that's up to you to be discerning and to pay attention to certain patterns and certain red flags or certain, you know what I'm saying, like mannerisms or situations, to listen to your intuition, to be able to know what is for you and what's not for you. Because I don't feel like that's something I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you would know better than anybody. And I would trust you. You know what I mean? Let me see. Hi, Lala. Legendary Time. Welcome in. My husband giving me a hard time. Girl, you might want to talk to Juanita. You might want to talk to Juanita. See, Juanita. See, here we go. Giving you a hard time. How, sweetheart? Let me see. They know where I stand, but I feel their energy. You feel their energy? Like, what do you mean? And sex, yes. I know, bruh. And I don't know. Matter of fact, do y'all have kids? If y'all don't mind my asking, because this is my first child that I'm expecting, and I'm just curious. Like, do y'all have kids? And if you do, excuse me, specifically for my moms, like, this may be too TMI, but are y'all mad horny too? Like, during y'all 3rd trimester, like, or is it just me? Because when I went out yesterday, and it was like, he touched my arm, bro. He just touched my arm, and I was just like, ah! like, I was just like, well, on the inside, you know, of course, on the outside, I had to be cool. You know what I'm saying? I had to play it off. But on the inside, I was fucking fireworks. Let me see. I may not have met him. I'm trying. Again, just be open to the energy. Don't block it out. Lala says, I don't let him talk to me sideways. He has a drinking problem. Juanita literally just said the same thing. Y'all might need to connect. Y'all might need to talk. And especially since both of y'all are in a situation where y'all were married. I've never been married, but I do know of a lot of people who have been married and who have been in similar situations. But never let a nigga talk to you sideways. Period. Again, me, I would personally, I commend y'all. I commend y'all because personally, I am the type of person where I'm quick to leave a situation. I'm quick to leave a circumstance. I'm quick to leave something where I feel disrespected, and I'm not the type to look back. But that could be a blessing and a curse for real, because sometimes, like, it can be worked out. Sometimes it can be fixed. But like we were saying earlier, That's up to you if you want to go through someone else's trauma and karma. Because sometimes people are going through, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about this, Lala, so I'm gonna reiterate really quickly, but like sometimes people are going through their own experiences, their own trauma, their own drama, that at this point now you have to decide, do I want to attach myself to this as this person is healing? Are they actively choosing to heal? Are they actively taking the steps to become better? Or are they just wallowing in regret? Are they just wallowing in whatever this energy that they're in? Like, are they just stagnant? And if they stagnant, I'm never going to tell you to stay. I'm not the friend that's going to tell you to stay in anything that's harmful to you, period. I might sound selfish. I may sound like I don't give a fuck, and I really don't. I really don't. I prioritize my peace over everything. And now that of my child, personally. So if he talking to you sideways and he drinking, it's not a good sign. And that may require some level of separation. How much you separate, I feel like is up to you. Maybe it may just be a situation where y'all live in like separate homes for a little bit. There may be something where you have to separate completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, again, you have to be discerning for your own situation. But I am very proud of you for not taking the disrespect and for having the confidence. We was talking about confidence earlier, for having the confidence to speak up for yourself, for having the confidence to stand up for what you believe in. And that's you. Let me see. I've never been like this. I'm here, love. I'm not about that. Mine grown, 3 girls and 1 boy. Aw. You're horny. Yes, girl. Low key. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. Yes, and very sexual. 3 girls and 1 boy. I'm low key a little bit jealous, Juanita. I wanted a girl so bad. I was talking so much shit that I was having a girl, and then at my gender reveal at a little party, my mom threw it for me because I didn't plan on doing nothing. I just planned on just living a single mom life, like, and I didn't know what that was gonna look like. I just knew that I didn't want to be again with somebody who was not there to love me, to support me, because if you don't love me and support me, you're definitely not going to love and support my child. And this is now the most important thing to me, aside from me, because like I said, my peace and my peace is my priority over everything. And now, baby, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different story. But y'all was horny too. Okay, because I thought I was tripping. I was just like, bro, why do I feel more sexual? And it's pissing me off because I don't have nobody to be. Well, I'm not going to say I don't have nobody, because obviously I always have options, but it don't feel right to me to even want to think about being with another man, being pregnant with another man's baby. That could be me overthinking. I don't know. But it just don't feel right to me. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a little bit, wait for a while. But it was just a feeling that I was feeling. And I'm just like, damn, like, I know if I ever have another baby, like, my partner, me and my partner, we gon' okay. Let me see it happen. But it's normal, love. LOL. Okay, great. Because I was starting to feel a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna cap. Let me see. Lala Martinez. It happened to me with my 4th child in 2014. LOL. You got 4 kids too? Bruh, how y'all do it? Because this, like I said, it's my first one. But I kind of want one more just to see if I get a girl. But if I get another boy, I'm gonna be done. I didn't want to be a boy mom for real. Like, I did and I didn't. But that's a different story. It's not about me. Let me see. I don't get out. Yepper stand, but there's a time when you finally cut that string. Yes. And I'm glad, as a super side note, Juanita, shout out to you, okay? I'm sending you a whole bunch of love, light, and legendary energy because we've been vibing this whole time. And now you, Lala, shout out to you too. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm sending both of y'all love, light, and legendary vibes. But to your point, I literally have just started making a story. Not just started. It's been a couple months now, but I've just started promoting a story that I'm writing called The Red String Reversal. Because usually I make children's books. I know y'all kind of new to my channel. I usually make children's books, but this is one of my first adult stories, and I want to turn it into an animation. eventually a live action, but you know, live actions cost a lot more money than the animation. But the story is essentially about if you could reverse a soul tie that you created for yourself, or if you could cut one, you know, sever it, who would that be with and why? Who would that be with and why? And I want to do an experiment and a challenge where I pretty much kind of prompt people. So if y'all are gonna be the first people I introduce this idea to, but if y'all are interested in that topic and that concept, if you make me a 1 or 2 minute video on like who you would cut a soul tie with and why, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this. But I'm $5 to $10, y'all. That's all I can do right now. I can send you $5 to $10 and have it be a video that I use to promote the story and to use as inspiration, because I really want to know. I really want to know. Like, I was asking one of my friends, and she had a whole list of niggas that she wanted to cut off. Like, and like my friend I was talking to yesterday, you know, the one I'm a little bit interested in or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I was talking to him, and he had a list of people too. And it's like the more people I talk to, I notice that people have people that they would want to cut off, and they have valid reasons as to why. But I noticed, even in myself, and I'm gonna spoil this to y'all. But I still want to know your honest opinion if you do decide to make a video. But no one said that they would change themselves. No one said that they would alter anything about themselves. It was always the other person. And in my specific story, I call it the red string reversal. The main character, she goes through all of this, pretty much like all her experiences with the people she's been with and why she wants to cut ties with them. But ultimately, she ends up choosing herself and like severing her ties to like her negativity to even attract those types of people, to even attract those types of situations. And it turns her from a regular person into what I call a thread walker. And a thread walker is part of the lore of the story. And it's like, it's someone who can cut and sever ties for other people. Because you know how sometimes I don't know if y'all have ever met anybody like this, but it's like, you'll encounter people sometimes who have such a powerful spiritual presence that they can help you sever ties with other people, or they can help you create ties with the right people. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's like a thread walker. But that's a little bit about the story. I do want to know what y'all think. And if you are interested, please message me. But I love that you said cut that string, because that reminded me of the story, and I'm super inspired for it. Let me see. I was previously married. I think that's the issue. I work hard and I'm independent. Girl, me too. Me too. I feel like a lot of us are. I was never married though. Let me see. You can't stay in a relationship for comfort. Hell no. And personally, a lot of times I would even be comfortable in some of my relationships, and that's already a big red flag on its own. And it took me years to even realize that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's trauma and stuff I'm healing through my damn self. You see, it's not love and respect all you give. If it's not love and respect all you give, I'm seeing I gotta go. Exactly. Hell no, I can't stay. We see, you're right. I think that's what's going on. Same road, been there and done that. Don't want to go back. Oh my God. I am not a person to go back to something I've left behind. If it's done, it's dead to me. It's no more. You can't change him, I promise. You cannot. You can only encourage change. And again, like, it's not something that we can force. People have to want to change themselves. People have to want to heal themselves. People have to want this for themselves. And a lot of people don't. And again, to go back to my story, well, we got thread walkers, we got zombies, and that's what I call those people. I call people who don't want to heal zombies. I call people with no soul zombies. I call people who want to manipulate and control people and stay in darkness zombies. That's a fucking zombie. Like, some people call them vampires. I call them fucking zombies, bro. It's a zombie. Like, they're dead. Literally, they're dead inside. They're dead outside. And they want nothing but death for you. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. Now, if he loves you from the heart, he'll change. If he loves himself from the heart, he will change. Again, people who don't want it for themselves first will never want it for you. Never. Never. It's never, as shallow as that may sound, it's never going to be about another person. Like, even with, for us, like, if somebody asks you to change something about yourself, unless you want it for you, you're not going to change it. And if you do change it, you do change it for somebody else. That breeds resentment. That breeds anger. Again, like, especially if you don't want it for yourself. If you don't want it for yourself, it's not gonna work. Ever. Ever. That's how vengeful spirits get created. Because they didn't want to do it. Let me see. True, I have 2 kids with him. I've talked about. I'm good. We can separate. I'm just so strong. What I want to say to this. Because my friend was saying that to me last night. He was just like, damn, Ty, like, you're one of the strongest women that I know. And it's like, I feel like this, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like as women, we've had to be strong, but none of us really want to be strong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really just want to be soft and feminine, and I want to be delicate and cute and pretty. But it's like my situations and circumstances have made me to be strong. Like, I've had to be strong or I would not have survived. I had to be strong or I would not have gotten through certain situations. Like, even now, like, again, this pregnancy, like, by myself. Like, I never imagined myself having a pregnancy by myself. For real, I never really wanted kids for a long time. And then when I wanted kids, I'm like, okay, I want it to look like this. So when it didn't show up like that, it made me a little bit sad, it made me a little bit depressed. And it's like I had to be strong through that. And even now, and paying attention to how I feel, because that's what I'm transmuting into my child. And I'm not going to transmute resentment or anger or like sadness into my child as much as I can. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, but again, I do try my best. Let me see. In time, it's a boy. Yes. Yeah, I'm having a boy. I'm having a boy. His name is Legend. I'm walking away from a book. I have to write a new one. Oh my God, Juanita, you write too. Girl, we can collaborate. Make sure you follow me if you haven't already on Shadow Twerk Tarot. Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to like the live. Follow me at Shadow Twerk Tarot. And then my art page is Ty's Artboard. I might have to drop that somewhere else. Or you might see, if you follow me at Shadow Twerk Tarot, you'll see Ty's Artboard somewhere on there. So please follow me. That's where you see all my art, all my writing, all my creative stuff in that realm. But over here at Shadow Twerk Tarot, I like to try to keep it spiritual and to try to keep it real. But we have real conversations with one another on how to heal, how to expand, how to grow, and how to, you know, just move forward with confidence. I had 1 girl, then 2 boys, then 2 girls. Damn, you got 5 kids? My mom always wanted 5 kids. She only had 4 though. I want a girl, bruh. Both of y'all got 3 girls. I want a girl. I'm gonna get a girl. I'm gonna get a daughter. And I hope she look like me. And it's gonna piss me off if she's a daddy's girl. Like, she needs to be my best friend. Like, we are supposed to be best friends. And I get a vibrator. Oh my God. I never was the type to like toys. Like, without making this too sexual, I never was the type to like toys. I don't know. Maybe I ain't find the right one.
Imagine bringing your side project to life. Just
Let me see. You can have him when you need them. Excuse me. Let me see. He'll be a precious mama's boy. I hope so. Like, part of me hopes so, and then the other part of me is like, I don't want him to be too much of a mama's boy, because y'all know how it might just be me watching a lot of movies and reading a lot of books, but a lot of stories I read, they'll talk about the toxic side of mama's boys, and I don't want to be one of those mama's boys where it's like, well, not mama's boys, but like mama's boys mamas that has a son that has a complex with me. Like, I don't like to talk about my fears, but that's something that I started to worry about a little, and that pissed me off that I even worried about it, because if you know me, I'm very particular about words, and worry means, hold on, let me look it up real quick. Worry means to give way to anxiety and unease, to allow one's mind to dwell on difficulty and troubles. That's a no. So anytime I find myself worrying specifically, I consciously know that I am allowing myself to think of something that I don't want. So I want to share that really quickly just in case y'all have worries, or unease or dis-ease. Like even those words, unease and dis-ease, like the prefixes mean to not want the ease. You know what I'm saying? Like, or to repel it. And that's not something that we want to do in our community. So when I do it, catch me. When you do it, catch yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then just be mindful. Like, it's okay to communicate certain things, like to communicate certain fears, anxieties, and worries. But then don't forget to also transmute that energy, or to think of something more positive that you actually want, you actually desire. So like when you do catch yourself, like again, me in this particular situation, when I catch myself thinking about not wanting to have a son that has a complex, then I allow myself to think about my son not having the complex. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to keep it simple, But yeah, peace and love to you. Thank you so much. You see, I hope you have an easy delivery. Me too, girl. Me too. I don't know if y'all ever seen the Addams Family. I love the Addams Family. It's the Addams Family 2, where Morticia has their third child. I don't remember the little boy's name because I don't really think he was that prominent, except for like in that movie they just had like a baby. But like when she went to deliver, it makes me laugh. It's like one of the first scenes because she was like on the stretcher. She was doing her mummy shit. And they were like, are you in pain? And then she just said with the straightest face, like the little calm smile she always does. Y'all know Morticia. She just be chilling. And she was just like, excruciating. I was like, what the fuck? I hope my shit be like that, just like that, where it's like I'm super cool, calm, and collected, and then my baby just pop out. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for my baby just pop out. 1 or 2 pushes, pop out. We're done. And then I want to hold you. I want to hug you. I can't wait to meet my baby, y'all. That's a whole different story, though. Wow, that'd be hard for me. I always love my kids' dad. I feel that. I have love for my child's father. But again, bro he got to do a lot of healing. And I was not about to be the one to stand by him and all that trauma. And I consciously know that he does not want to change, or he did not want to change at that time. I don't know where he is now. I hope that he does. I hope that he will eventually. And if he does, then maybe we can connect later. But never on that, never again on the level that I allowed him to me in my life and in my space. But that's just me personally. But I will always have love for him because he's given me my child. And I love my child so much. I haven't even met my child. And I just feel like that's the weirdest thing too. But I feel like y'all as moms, y'all could probably understand too. Where it's just like, I have this inexplicable love for my child. And it's just the craziest thing to me because I've never seen my child. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, this never happened to me before, where it's just like this thing that I've never seen or experienced physically. Like, I can't even say physically because we're here. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not in my hand. It's different. You see, you got this. You have help. What do we need to do? He makes you smile. I can't have... And it's so sad story. I'd love to read it. I hope that y'all do. Let me see. Yes, indeed. Me too. I'll go. I do my own and pay for my own home and car. Okay. Congratulations, Juanita. I'm trying to be like you. Let me see. I don't want money. I want heart. It's hard, but you can't go back to the same. No, hell no. That's a lesson I had to learn. Now I'm moving on. And I'm picking up my energy. Congratulations. As you should. Pick your energy up and keep it pushing. He thinks I've cheated over an old pic. Girl, again, out of the heart, the mouth speaks. So anything that he's projecting onto you, I would low-key side-eye him for something that he may be doing, but I would never accuse. I would just let it expose itself. But if you know that you're not cheating, you know that you're not doing certain shit, again, just know that's something that's on their conscience, on their heart, on their spirit. Something that, again, they are resonating with and they're projecting. So however it may be showing up, it's showing up for a reason. Be discerning. These ads are pissing me off. I'm about to just pay YouTube this little $18 because it's pissing me off. Let me see. I just got a text. Wired in 2 weeks and we haven't talked. We all need guidance at times. We need it to be us. Put our guards down. That's me. I'm so happy when is he coming. Next month. Our baby's coming next month. But as to, for the message about having a text and you haven't talked to them, it is still Mercury retrograde. So you can expect a couple of those. Just be discerning. You said talk to a man. It's like have a checklist. Have your checklist but still be open. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna say they don't have to check off every box, because if they do, that's great. But I wouldn't tell them what's on your checklist either, because I found that like a lot of men, like they'll try to ask you what you want and what you're looking for, and then they'll put on this mask to be that, and then they start love bombing you. But I'm pretty sure you feel older than me, so I'm pretty sure that you probably know that already. But that's something that I had to learn and experience, and nobody told me. But yeah, just be aware. I see me either. I hope he finds me. He will. He looked like his daddy. Oh good God. Oh, mom will make a man out of him. I hope he looks like me. I hope he has his dad's chocolate skin. I'm not gonna cap. But from one of the ultrasounds that I did, I thought it was really cool because it was like a 3D kind of thing where I could see his nose and his lips, and he has my nose. So I was like, ah, and he has my lips. So I was like, ah, but I can't tell with his eyes right now because his eyes are still closed. But to me, in the little pictures, his facial features look like me. So that makes me really happy. But I do hope that he has his dad's chocolate skin, because I just think that chocolate skin is the most beautiful skin ever in the world. I will give him that, like my baby father, that he had really nice skin, like really, really, really nice skin. Let me see. I'm trying to relax. You feel very uneased. Girl, nah. Get that unease out of your life and fall back into ease, because that's what you deserve. And that's how you're going to start attracting the things that you actually want, once you allow yourself to be at ease, to be in a space where you can receive it. Because anytime you feel unease or dis-ease, you're not in a space where you can receive what you're asking for. So be mindful of that. Let me see. I think a lot. I think a lot. Then it comes to pass. Crazy. That's how manifestation works, girl. You ain't know this manifestation 101. Everything that you think, you get the things that you think about, not the things that you want. You get the things that you focus on, not the things that you want, or not the things that you don't want. So if you're focusing on bills, you're focusing on being broke, you're focusing on losing your job, you're creating those situations and circumstances for yourself just by thinking about them. Especially if you think about them with a really strong emotion. You know what I'm saying? So I like to tell people sometimes we have to have a little bit of healthy delusion. Well, where although you don't see what you want, and you don't see what you're asking for, or you don't feel like it in the moment, you have to find ways to make yourself feel happy, to make yourself feel healthy, to make yourself feel abundant, or whatever it is that you seek, so that you can embody more of it. You know what I'm saying? And then to actually create those things. It's not crazy. It's manifestation. It's not crazy. It's the universe. You know what I'm saying? I'll take off. I'll be back. Peace, love, and making dad dinner. All okay. Well, I love you. Sending you love, light, and legendary vibes. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for being a part of this community. I appreciate you, Juanita. It's glorious talking to you and meeting you. Likewise, Lala. Thank you, Wisteria, for hopping in. Thank you to all the trolls that popped in too. I appreciate you. And yeah. So before I wrap it up, I am going to pull an oracle, because we are a little bit over our time, but I'm okay with that because today was a great live. So I'm gonna use my OG oracle. If you're interested, these are available for free download at shadowtwerktarot.com. You can download your own cards and you can print them out and use them however you wish. But what messages do I have to uplift and inspire my legends today? Forever in my mind, only. A lot of messages, goddamn. because these damn ads. But the first card that popped out is Forever. And what I'm hearing is, I don't know if I can play the song. I'm going to try to play the song. But it's a song that I like called Forever by I Love You, Tommy. Let me see. Forever, I Love You. And it's spelled ILY, Tommy. But that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this card, Forever. It's like, forever in my mind, only you. The pieces of my life run away with you. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Go away with you. With everybody else gone. But the song pretty much is about like him being alone, but still thinking of someone else. So I feel like we've been talking about this the whole damn live too. Like people missing you. Miss me, miss me, miss me. We pulled this the other day. Pulling time out. Small changes. Protected. Nice. In the morning. 1 week. 12 hours. Forget your ex. Ill. And spiritual gifts, abilities, and knowledge. Yes, baby. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Can you give me like 3 more minutes? Divine timing at the bottom of the deck. Give me 3 more minutes. Give me 3 more minutes. Because you look like you about to just meow incessantly. I'm almost done. Okay, so I feel like all of these are confirmation. I feel like from the next 12 hours from now, or maybe 12 hours ago, could have been significant, but something about 12 hours, something may take 12 hours. I feel like the small changes that you've been making, even in letting go of certain people, places, and things, or taking a time out where you need to, you've been protected in a situation, or rejection is protection. I like to say that a lot. Where if you've rejected someone or something, you're being protected from a certain energy. Like you good, bro. You good is what I want to say. And then in the morning, I'm hearing the homophone. Like something could actually be happening like in the morning in the AM. But from this morning, I'm getting the homophone mourning, like mourning a loss, like not like morning in the morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you eat breakfast in the morning. Like I'm hearing mourning like a loss. So I feel like someone could be mourning actually losing you, or like really sad, and again maybe missing you a lot, or miss me, miss me, miss me. And you could be feeling that energy, especially with spiritual abilities, gifts, and knowledge. But I feel like you're using the same spiritual abilities, gifts, and knowledge to create situations where you move out of something, or you move into this forever. Like the things that you want forever, the things that you actually want to experience and to have, especially with Forget Your Ex. There's definitely someone or something being left behind, or some things. And I feel like allow those things to, if you need to mourn, allow yourself to mourn. If you need to make small changes, allow yourself to make small changes. Allow yourself the time and space you need to let go of certain things. And again, know that you're protected. So even if things feel like they're falling apart around you, or there's a lot of chaotic energy around you, know that you are still protected and everything is moving and working in your favor, especially with divine timing. Let's see, make investments behind that. Fired is my card of like something ending abruptly. You could actually be being fired. Bankrupt, Wi-Fi wifey, and investors ROI. So yeah, I do feel like you're in separation from something or someone, but you still feel connected to them with Wi-Fi wifey, or vice versa. But I feel like that's not gonna last too much longer. But also with this bankrupt energy, I feel like someone or something has nothing to offer you, or not that, like they don't really want anything with you. So be mindful of that too. But I feel like you know that. I feel like just give it a week. Give it a week for this energy to pass. because I feel like all of this is kind of taking up the reading. So I feel like someone wants to take up your time, wants to take up your energy, wants to just, I feel like somebody just wants to soak you up without doing anything for you. But I feel like it's time for them to let go. It's time for you to move into this new energy, this new era. And I feel like it's going to be something completely different from anything you've ever experienced. And again, I feel like it's something you're going to want forever. So that's what I have for us for this Soul Share Sunday. I hope that was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed. Again, shout out to everybody who joined me, everyone who commented, everyone who was here, everyone who liked the video. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check out shadowtwerktarot.com. Again, you can get these Oh My Goddess oracles and more. Some are available for free download and others are made by hand by me. If you want a personal reading, reach out to me. I got you. And don't forget to check out Patreon to see all the behind the scenes on all the oracle decks and the tarot decks that I'm creating. And if you want to make your own, again, reach out to me. Let's collaborate. And yeah, I think that's everything. So yeah, that's what I have. So until next time, you are truly legendary. I love you, and I'll see you later. Low-key happy I actually went live. Because at first I was like, but now I feel a lot better. So later. Let it one.